What's up, everybody? It's Ryan Mielfeld here from Born to Trade FX. I'm really excited today because I have a strategy that I've been testing personally myself for over the past couple months, and I put a lot of time and energy and effort into really making sure the strategy would be profitable. And I tested this over 1,000+ trades. And I have some data that I can show you guys too. But I want to go over right now just what the strategy is and how it works. So let's go ahead and jump right in. All right. So basically, what the strategy is, it's as simple as possible. Sometimes what you got to do with trading is it can be pretty complicated if you try to add in too many different things. So here at Born to Trade, we try to keep it simple with just using a couple indicators. And something that I found that helps tremendously is it's a secret Bollinger Band strategy that I found. And so basically what you want to do is I'm going to open up the settings for this here. You're going to put the Bollinger Bands on your chart. You're going to keep your length at 20, and then your standard deviation, it's 0.382. Now that's the key right there, because what's going to happen is it's going to restrict the Bollinger Bands. And so usually with Bollinger Bands, they're way bigger and the price will just bounce back and forth in between them. What we're doing is we're using them as actually an indication on where the trend is going to be going. And so what basically the rules are when you're trading with my strategy here is what you want to do. Let me pull out the notepad. So the first thing is obviously have standard deviation at 0.382. Second thing is you want to look for 5 candlestick closes above or below the Bollinger Band. And then you want to look for, I'm going to say, a V shape formation. And I'll explain what that means. And then you want to take a buy or sell stop above / below either the high or low. And so I'm going to go through and explain all of these, but make sure if you're taking notes here, write these down. You need to have the standard deviation at 0.382. You need to look for 5 candlesticks to close either above or below the Bollinger Band. You need to look for a V-shaped formation. And then you need to have a buy or sell stop above or below the high or low. And so what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in here. And I'm going to show you this first example right here. And so basically all we're looking for is the first candlestick to close above the Bollinger Band. Now keep in mind, this is on the NASDAQ on the 5-minute chart. So the first candle closed above it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. I'm going to get rid of this for right now. And so what I'm looking for right now is a small pullback. And so you can see, let me change this to a line. I'm looking for anywhere where there's a very slight pullback. And sometimes what I find actually helps a lot is using the bar chart right here. So you can see it makes a small pullback. And so then what you're doing is you're going to take your buy stop and you're going to put it right above this high here. So right here, which you would have gotten entered right there. And then you're going to put your stop loss very tight right below. I put maybe a pip below this low right here. This is the low of the V before it shot up. So this is where I put my stop loss. And then all I'm looking for is a 1 to 5 risk to reward. So boom, right here, 1 to 5, I would have cut 32 pips on NASDAQ right here, or 320, some people call it. So that's all I'm looking for, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. It's very simple. So I'm going to keep moving forward here. I'll go back to candlesticks because it might be a little bit easier to look at, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is a great example because look what happened. On the 5th candle right here, we broke the low. So now what I'm looking for is another pullback before I enter. And so if I move to the bar chart again, we're going to take our line tool. Here's a pullback right here. So this is already past 5 candles, which is okay. You can see there's a small pullback on this candle right here. And then boom, look what happened on the very next one. We wicked it and then it came back and we entered. And so we would take the entry right there, stop loss just a couple pips above this high. You want to give it a little bit of breathing room. And then 1 to 5 risk to reward, we would have caught 40 pips on this trade here. So don't overcomplicate it, guys. This pattern happens all the time in the market. Just keep looking for it. Just wanted to make a quick video on this, but make sure to have these notes down. Now, this pattern works on multiple charts. You can do this on US 30. You can do this on SPX 500. Works on all of them. And you can even see right here on US 30, this is a beautiful setup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't make a strong pullback right here, but you actually could have entered here. I'm going to show you, could have entered here as the first one. The one that I would have really liked would have been this one right here, where it made a bigger V. So you could have entered again right here on this one. Now, that being said, too, if you know we're in a strong downtrend, you're using the Born to Trade indicator and it's telling you the market's moving lower, you can enter multiple times. So you could have had 2 entries on this pair here. Could have caught this one for 62 pips, and then this one would have been a smaller risk to reward, but 39. So you could have caught 2 different entries here. Now, my best recommendation, though, is you want to make sure you catch it from the beginning. If you jump into the chart and let's say you haven't taken a trade yet and you get all the way down to here, I would probably not enter, because most of the time market will end up pulling back. Yes, we were in a very strong downtrend here, but sometimes the market will pull back and you don't want to get in too late, like down here. If you can already tell that there's an entry up above that you missed, just be patient because there's going to be another setup that comes. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Make sure to take a lot of notes and give us feedback too. Let me know if this helps you at all. Happy trading.